So I started in for town, in the wagon, and when I was halfway, I see a wagon coming, and sure enough it was Tom Sawyer, and I stopped and waited till he come along. And then I says,
Hold on.
Tom Sawyer stopped the car, and his mouth opened up like a trunk, and stayed so, and he swallowed 2 or 3 times, and then he says,
I ain't ever done you no harm. Why are you coming back to haunt me? I ain't come back. I ain't been gone. You ain't a goat? Honest, I ain't. Wait, Tom, there's one more thing. Something that don't nobody know but me. That is, I'm planning to steal a Negro. His name is Jim. Miss Watson's Jim. What? Why is that? I know what you're gonna say. It's dirty, low down business. But I'm gonna do it, and I want you to keep it mum. Don't let on. No, I'll steal him with you.
It was the most astonishing speech I had ever heard, and I'm bound to say Tom Sawyer fell considerable in my estimation, only I couldn't believe it. Tom Sawyer, a Negro stealer! So Tom and I drove over to Aunt Sally's, and she saw us through the window, and she says,
Wow, there's somebody coming. I wonder who it is.
and so at dinner, Tom started talking all about Hicksville and everybody in it that he could invent, and at last, Tom just reached over and kissed Aunt Sally right on the mouth, and then settled back again in his chair comfortable, and was going on talking. But then she jumped off and wiped it off with the back of her hand, and she says,
You outrageous puppy. Why are you kissing me? I don't mean nothing. I thought you'd like it. Why do you think I'd like it? They told me so. Who's that? Everyone, man. They told me you like it. Well, I reckon it's time for us to leave. Thanks y'all for coming.
After dinner, Tom and I was back on the road again, and he told me all about how his reckoned I was murdered and how Pap disappeared. And pretty soon, he didn't come back no more. And what a stir it caused when Jim ran away.
Looky here, Huck. I know where Jim is. Where? In that hut over there. Didn't you see that Negro bringing food during dinner? Yes I did. So the Negro walked in there, unlocked the door. When he came out, he locked it back. I think Jim's a prisoner. Now you work your line, I'll work mine. We'll make an idea of how to steal Jim. Okay, and we'll use everyone we like that.
What a head for just a boy to have! If I had Tom Sawyer's head, I wouldn't trade it off to be a duke, nor mate of a steamboat, nor clown in a circus, nor nothing I can think of. I went to thinking out a plan, but only just to be doing something. I knowed very well where the right plan was going to come from. And pretty soon, Tom says,
There ain't nothing to it. Too blame. What's the point of it if we don't got no... Well, didn't I say I was gonna steal that Negro? Yep. Well then.
that's all Tom said, and that's all I said. There weren't no use to say any more, because when he'd say he'd do a thing, he always done it. But I couldn't make out how he was willing to go into this thing, so I just let it go and never bothered no more about it. If he was bound to have it so, I couldn't help it. That was the thing that was too many for me. Here was a boy that was respectable and well brung up, and had a character to lose, and folks at home that had characters. And he was bright and not leather-headed, and knowing and not ignorant, and not mean but kind, and yet here he was, without any more pride or rightness or feeling than to stoop down to this business, and make himself ashamed, and his family ashamed, before everybody. I just couldn't understand it, no way at all. Well, one thing was dead sure, and that was that Tom Sawyer was actually going to help steal that Negro out of slavery. When we got home, the house was all dark and still, and so we went on down to the hut by the ash hopper to figure out a way to get Jim free. And we searched around, and then I says,
Hey Tom, this hole looks big enough to hold Jim out of. Break up the morning. Yeah, CBS tic-tac-toe, 3 in a row. And then how did we started him out?
so we started digging around all betwixt the hut and the fence on the backside.
Now we can dig him out.
Locked the padlock, the chain fell down, we opened the door, and we went in and shut it. Next morning we was up at the break of day, and we were down to the Negro cabins to pet the dogs and make friends with the Negro that fed Jim. If it was Jim that was being fed. Jim's Negro was piling up a tin pan with bread and meat and things, and this Negro had a good-natured, chuckle-headed face, and his wool was all tied up in little bunches with thread, and this was to keep the witches off. So Tom walks right up to him and says,
What's the food for? To put a dog?
After we told Jim about our plan to rescue him and how we were gonna dig him out, we told him don't ever let on to us, and if you hear any digging, it's just us. He only had time to grab us by the hand and squeeze it.
Alright, so this plan's way too simple. So I say we saw the bed dead. Eat up on the phone, no one knows to be here. Around 9, 8, we take Jen, cut through the chain, and he'll be free. Man, what we gotta use the saw for? We gotta use the saw so we can cut off the bed. Lift up the person and slide up the chain. That's just like you, Huck Finn. Go in the easy way. We gotta make this trouble for us. No fun if there ain't no trouble.
So we went on down to the woods to find some foxfire to put next to the hut while we digging.
No, that
And
ain't
then
work.
Tom says,
That won't be necessary. What won't be necessary? Saw off Jim's leg. Good land. What you want to saw off Jim's leg for? I don't know. It'll be funner. Alright, I got everything ready except for the tools. Tools? Tools for what? Tools to dig Jim out. We gotta dig through the... that's just foolish. It makes no difference if it's foolish or not. It's the right way. It's the way we're gonna do it. The regular way. How long do you reckon that's gonna be? I don't know. Probably 2 years, but we don't got all that time. Okay. Well, I'll go get some knives. Alright, get 3 of them so we can make a saw. Alright. Negro, I'm flavor. Negro, I'm Watson. Hold on.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up, honky better back up. Try and play the role and you're not home, black up. Get up, stand up, come on, throw your hands up if you got the feeling. Jump up, touch the ceiling, monsters of funk flow. Someone's talking junk, yeah, I'll bust them in the eye. And then I'll take the punks out, feeling funkin'. Amps in a junk and I got more bombs. And there's cops at a junkie donut shop. Sure enough, I got props from the kids on the hill, plus my mom and my pops. I came to get down, I came to get down. So get out your seat and jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around.